Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Karl Russo. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office released its latest 10-year budget and economic outlook this week. Federal deficits are projected to remain stubbornly high, near $2 trillion a year, with debt rising from 100% of GDP to 120% of GDP by 2036. The drivers remain familiar: entitlement spending and rising interest costs to finance the growing national debt, even as primary deficits without interest fall to near 2% of GDP. Debt to GDP projections are actually a little lower than last year due to generally higher near-term GDP growth. In addition to higher GDP, inflation is expected to remain higher for longer. Overall, federal revenues are expected to be above their historical average over the next 10 years. One striking fiscal trend is the surge in tariff revenue. In the latest budget projections, tariffs are expected to bring in $4 trillion over 10 years. In the short term, tariff receipts are expected to exceed corporate income tax receipts in both 2026 and 2027, a notable shift in the revenue mix that reflects the elevated effective tariff rates and expanded base before corporate receipts grow more quickly thereafter. Still, about half of the tariff revenue is at risk of being illusory if the Supreme Court strikes down the president's authority to levy them under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Continuing with trade policy, the U.S. House of Representatives delivered a rare bipartisan rebuke this week, voting 219 to 211 to disapprove of the Trump administration's tariffs on Canadian goods. 6 Republicans joined Democrats in approving a resolution that would terminate the national emergency declaration underpinning those levies, signaling unease with the economic costs of extended trade conflicts. The measure now goes to the Senate, but absent a veto override, it remains largely symbolic for now. Turning to the jobs market, January's employment report exceeded expectations, with 130,000 new jobs added and the unemployment rate dipping modestly to 4.3%. Markets interpreted this as reducing the probability of near-term rate cuts by the Federal Reserve, and any adjustment to monetary policy likely not coming before the summer, a dynamic that could influence both consumer behavior and corporate investment decisions in 2026. As midterm elections approach, rumors circulated this week of more possible retirements from the House of Representatives. An early departure could further reduce a historically small GOP majority. Also this week, Virginia lawmakers moved one step closer to placing their proposed mid-census redistricting plan to voters in a referendum, even as the legality of the proposal is pending review at the Virginia Supreme Court. The new map could take the delegation from 6 Democrats and 5 Republicans to 10 to 1, netting Democrats up to 4 seats in the latest round in the redistricting battle to shape the 120th Congress. Stay tuned to Policy on Demand for all the latest developments. Happy St. Valentine's Day, and take care.